The next major move for Bitcoin and altcoins is about to happen, guys. Today, I need to talk you through what I see happening in the crypto space very, very soon so that you can be prepared for it, because things are moving very, very quickly right now and you will want to know about this information to not get wrecked. Very important. And also, this is an absolutely insane fractal showing us exactly what the Bitcoin price is going to be for the top of this cycle. So guys, make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get straight into it, guys. And congratulations. There was a new Bitcoin all-time high yesterday. It was not by much. So the previous all-time high, which we had on the 13th of November, so just like a week ago, we went up to 93,461. And here we went up to above $94,000, in fact. So that was very, very nice to see. Massive congratulations to everyone that did not stop believing in Bitcoin. And we saw that all-time high yesterday. After the all-time high, we did also see a pullback. In fact, I posted on Twitter, I actually posted this chart saying, let's get ready for the champagne. And really, if you look at where we are right now, we, of course, as you can see here, we had a pullback from the previous all-time high right here, right? So we had a pullback, but look at this. We are now making a new test towards this. So this is going to be a nice breakout, guys. And also, this is bullish because on the 4-hourly time frame, we closed these candles right here at the resistance at the previous all-time high. And also, if you look at the overall setting here, you can see that we are very clearly forming a pattern right here, and this is going to break out sooner rather than later. So things are looking really, really good for Bitcoin. As you know, guys, I've been saying that I want Bitcoin to go sideways and grind up a little bit slower. And in fact, if you take away this one, you can see that on the 4-hourly time frame, we are in a pattern such as this as well. So a little bit of a channel towards the upside. And ideally, I would want this to go up something like this. But if I know Bitcoin and what Bitcoin usually does, is I would not be surprised if indeed we break out here and we see a push towards the upside. Now, some people would also call this a rising wedge. Rising wedges, they typically break towards the downside. But for me, the main point right now is that Bitcoin is really, really bullish. We've had a little bit of a breather for just a few days, just enough for people to get bored, for people to start to use excessive leverage, for people to get liquidated on the way down. And you can see that right now, yesterday we did see $314 million worth of liquidations, so quite a bit. And most of that, I believe, is actually from Bitcoin, yes. So in terms of the shorts, most people were liquidated in terms of their Bitcoin positions. And you can see that the leverage started to build up here as well. On the downside, we have a long squeeze at about $91,000. And then we have a potential short squeeze at about $94,000. So if we get into any of these areas, either towards down or towards the upside, then we are going to see a pop either towards the upside if we see a push into this area, and a little bit of a squeeze towards the downside if we see us get into this. So where do I think that we are going to go? On the balance of probabilities, I would say I believe we are going to tap into the higher liquidity here. Just like I said when we were tapping into it previously. Where was that? Yeah, like you saw right here, we had a lot of liquidity. Right here, I said, I think we are going to tap into this liquidity zone. We're going to take out the shorts. We're going to have a pop towards the upside. And you can see that that is what happened right here as well. So the shorts that are building up is actually going to fuel the rally towards the upside. And the amount of people that got liquidated yesterday was actually healthy, because right now you can see that the funding rates are once again reset here. 0.01 on Binance, 0.01 on OKX. All of the major exchanges have healthy fundings right now. So that means that we are ready for the next leg up. Although, just like I said, I would want us to ideally go sideways for a little bit or just grind slower towards the upside. That would be the best thing. And also, the volatility that we've been seeing right now for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana, this is, of course, fueling the trading strategies. The trading strategies are absolutely having a field day right now with this volatility, adding more and more profits. along the way as we go sideways here. And then when we go up, of course, it is going to continue towards the upside also. Now let's talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum is mainly going sideways. Nothing really to talk about here. Very beautiful and very clear pattern, as you can see in this kind of formation. So this is continuing towards the upside, and let's see, I think that Ethereum is eventually going to have a breakout towards the upside also, so we're keeping our eyes on that. For Solana, Solana is right now below the important $240 level on the daily time frame. We've had a pullback and we're having a rally towards the upside again. Now, as you know, guys, what I said yesterday, and we entered into a trade, and as always, guys, we keep everything 100% transparent here. The trade started to go against me. I entered here at, what was the price I entered at? I entered the trade at 244. So, of course, we're 100% transparent here, but you know that I said that my strategy for this trade, guys, was to enter, and if it started to go against me, I would not mind, because I would be adding more here, but then the big one would be to add here, which means that my average price would end up somewhere along right here, right? So that is absolutely fine, guys. If I get to enter here, if we come down, I'm not saying that it is necessarily going to happen. I'm just saying that that is the plan if the trade started to go against me. So we went down, we didn't come all the way down here, but here I will add a little bit more to Solana. Here I will be adding a little bit more to Solana. In fact, if we come down here, I see that as a big trading opportunity as well. And some people were asking me, but why don't you just wait for the price to go down here or go down here before you enter? Why did I enter up here? Well, here's the thing. You never know. You never know where the Solana price, of course, if I knew with a 100% certainty that we were going to go down here, then of course I would wait. But the thing is, we might as well just bounce from this point, we go up, and then we never see these prices again. So that is why I entered into Solana trade. It is based on Solana breaking through this point and Solana breaking through this wedge or this triangle formation, bull flag on the weekly time frame for Solana to Bitcoin. So this is the weekly time frame. So this could take, I mean, this trade I have here, based on the weekly wedge, this could take several weeks to break out towards the upside based on it outperforming Bitcoin. And then on this one, it's on the daily time frame. So it could take several days for us to see higher prices. I am not worried about that, guys. Keeping my trade open, telling you all about what I am doing as always, documenting everything here on this one. And of course, if you want to join me on this trade that I have right now on Solana, go down to my favorite exchanges. You have the favorite exchanges right here. You can claim up to $100,000 in bonuses, Bybit 30K, you have OKX 30K, you have BitGet 40K. You have also on Tapit, this is also friendly for US and UK. You get an easy bonus, $150, no KYC, so make sure to take advantage of that. But overall, I'm expecting this Solana trade to go towards the upside also. Now, when we talk about altcoins in general, the Bitcoin dominance has actually been strengthening, and on the weekly time frame, you can see that the Bitcoin dominance is once again at 60%. And now the question is this the time when we break towards the upside and we go towards much higher dominance for Bitcoin? This is insane, guys. It's very unusual for Bitcoin to be at this big of a dominance, but it just means that eventually, guys, when Bitcoin starts to go down here, you are going to see such a massive altcoin season that is not, I mean, the higher the Bitcoin price and the higher the dominance when we start to go down, the altcoin season is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm not too worried, but the altcoins right now, you can see some of them have been doing really, really well, but most of them are in red, while Bitcoin is slightly trending upwards. So that is all fine. For traditional markets, we did have a pattern yesterday. You can see that we're consolidating inside of this. We do have a very clear trend line towards the upside here for the S&P 500. There is some uncertainties right now because Joe Biden has actually approved the Ukraine to use high distance missiles, which Putin is not a big fan of. He has said that if they were to do that, then they could potentially start using nuclear weapons. So that is why you saw a little bit of a pullback yesterday, but the markets have recovered. So let's hope that that situation does not escalate and that we don't see anything crazy happen. Now, what I said, funding rates are healthy. Funding rates are looking good. Liquidation levels, very important to keep track of. For the trading strategies, they have continued to make more and more profit. Currently, Bitcoin trading strategy is up 72%, Ethereum trading strategy is up 20%, and the Solana trading strategy is right now up 80, call it 82%. So, and Dogecoin is up almost 50%. So, massive gains across the board here using all of these trading strategies. Congratulations to all of you that have done that. And guys, if you want to use it for any of your favorite coins like ADA, XRP, any other coin, you can do that as well. So if you want to use these trading strategies, guys, go to the description of this video. You have Pionex. First sign up to Pionex using this link right here. Then get eligible for the bonuses by clicking on this one right here. And then my main strategies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Doge. You have the link for each and every one of those right here if you want to join them. If you want to join other strategies, just click on this link. It is going to take you to a separate page where I have added actually strategy links also for many other coins. So it is going to take you exactly to this page. And here you have it. You have for ADA, XRP, BNB. Some of the more popular ones are Peanut, it is Pepe, it is Kaspa, Injective, Render, FET. And if you're missing your favorite coin here, let me know down in the description and I will make sure to add it. But just click on whichever link you want to use right here. It's going to take you to set that one up. Yesterday, BitDo was launched, and this is actually BlackRock Bitcoin options. And there was a lot of volume yesterday. $1.9 billion, and that is actually unheard of on day one. In the grand scheme of things, it is not that big, but for a day one options being launched for Bitcoin, that is very bullish. Now also, the Bitcoin ETFs saw large inflows yesterday, about $816 million. However, with the options being launched, what some traders do is that they sell call options, which is... by the way, guys, I will explain all of these things in the trading tutorial that I am making. I will not go deep into options, but I will explain the basics of it just so that you understand it, because I know it's a little bit confusing. But anyway, Bitcoin options, just know that it's a big tool. It's a big financial tool that traders use. And what you can do is you can actually sell Bitcoin calls. So you sell the option for someone else to buy your calls. And then you can hedge by buying the spot positions. Anyway, like I said, I will explain this in my trading tutorial. Make sure to subscribe, activate the bell icon so you get notified as soon as I release that. But just know that a big financial instrument was released for Bitcoin yesterday by BlackRock. Also, we're seeing more and more crazy stuff happen. So Michael Saylor is going to pitch the Microsoft board on Bitcoin buying strategy. So he will have 3 minutes to convince Microsoft to buy Bitcoin. And here's the thing, guys, even if he doesn't manage to convince them, it doesn't matter. The numbers are going to do the talking. When more and more companies start to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet, and as they make more profit doing so, that is going to be the ripple that sends through the financial markets and the corporate world. And more companies are going to start adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. So let the numbers do the talking, but it's good that Michael Saylor is also actively trying to convince these companies to actually adopt Bitcoin. Now, here's the thing. Rumble also, the Rumble stock is rising. Why? Because the Rumble CEO yesterday went out and said, should Rumble add Bitcoin to its balance sheet? And Michael Saylor said, yes, I would be happy to discuss why and how with you. I will DM you right now. So Rumble is a video sharing platform. Call it a YouTube competitor, but without the censorship. So yes, for him to add Bitcoin to the balance sheet of Rumble, the stock is rising, everything is looking fine. Now, if we look at the Euphoria yesterday, as Bitcoin actually broke all-time high, social euphoria was not very big. It was nothing compared to what you saw here in early November. So that shows us that Bitcoin breaking new all-time highs, it's not causing massive euphoria, which is very nice, because usually at the all-time high, at the cycle high, you do see massive euphoria. So that is all great. And also, if you look at the amount of UTXOs, which is amount of transactions in profit or amount of wallets in profit right now, everyone is happy. 99.3% of all Bitcoin wallets are in profit, which is absolutely fantastic to see. It just prints the thesis even more that if you just buy Bitcoin and hold, or in my case, you buy Bitcoin using the trading strategy, just keep it running, because compared to holding, and I'm a big advocate of holding, guys, I'm holding a lot of Bitcoin myself, but to add another 20% instead of just holding, over the long term, this is going to be super, super profitable. When we go back, guys, in history, let's say in 2 years, I will circle back to this video in 2 years and we will see how much profits the trading strategy here has outperformed just holding Bitcoin with. So it will be a glorious day. But anyway, let's get back here. So most people are in profit. Absolutely fantastic. I want to show you before we wrap up the video, guys, an absolutely crazy thing. And this is, if you look at the election day of 2012, the Bitcoin price was at $10.75. Now, 1 year later, we were at 245, which was an increase of 22.7x. Now, if you take the election of 2016, we were at $710. If you take the previous increase of the previous cycle, and then you take that times 44.5, you get $7,200, which was the exact price for Bitcoin 1 year after the election. So isn't that crazy? It gets much worse. This was an increase of 10x. Now, if you take the exact same thing on the election day of 2020, which was 13,588, you take that times the previous increase. Remember, just like we did here, we took the previous increase right here. So you take the previous increase of the previous cycle, again times 44.5, you get 61.3, which was actually the price of Bitcoin exactly 1 year later, which was an increase of 4.51x. Now, let's say that we take the same fractal. So election day of 2024, Bitcoin was at 69,400. You take that times, just like we did previously, the previous increase was 4.51x, and then times 44.5, you will get about $140,000, which is not too far, guys. It is not too far from my target of between 150 to 180 during the top of the cycle. So essentially, if this plays out the same, in November of 2025, we could be looking at a $140,000 Bitcoin. I think that it's likely that we're gonna actually be higher than this, but we will see, guys. But this is a crazy fractal. Let me know down in the comment section if you think that this is going to play out roughly similar as you saw right here. Guys, that is what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.